Hey everybody, this is Rebel Builder, and I have here the Eclipse Fighter. This is set number 75145 and has 363 pieces. This is a set that's featured in the LEGO Star Wars The Freemaker Adventures show. Now I would say there's going to be some skepticism around these Freemaker sets. You know, this is a new show, a new property, and it really is geared for the younger kids. I just started watching the show, so I haven't seen an episode yet where this one is featured, but this was actually a really cool, clever design and a fun build. And it's a really cool combination of colors with the dark bluish gray, black, and dark red. Really kind of a sinister look, but I really like the look of these engines and cannons, I presume, here on the sides. In the front section here, with this piece here, this almost gives it a muscle car kind of look to me. And on the back of the engines here, we see that we get some transparent blue. Here towards the back where the cockpit is, they captured lots of different angles and slopes using wedge plates and these flag pieces kind of all hanging off at different directions. And again, we get some transparent blue engines in the back. I would think that this transparent red cockpit piece would be highly sought after on Bricklink. It's one of these that opens up here in the front. One little thing though, here in the cockpit, once we take the pilot out, there's no controls, no slopes with stickers or anything. Now for the coolest aspect of this set, you can see the front end is kind of in its hammerhead configuration, and I presume this is kind of the normal cruising around look to the ship, but what you can do is hold the front and slide the cockpit back so these front sections start to slope back, and I take it that this is kind of the attack mode. It opens up these front sections here. You know, these almost kind of look like teeth on a monster, but you can see we get some spring-loaded shooters inside of there. Here's a closer look at the front. You know, it kind of opens up kind of a mean-looking front end. Another cool thing that gets exposed when you open it up are these black and red printed round tiles. Very cool little piece there. And here I popped off this piece here, which fits here. I want to show you the construction here. And what we have is two lift arms going this way, and then a lift arm this way. And you know, we have two connections here and then two connections here. And so that we have some plates, some tiles here. So this whole section slides, and because of the two lift arms and the two connections on either side, that these engine and gun pieces on the ends, they stay parallel to, you know, the direction of the ship. I think that was a very cool little clever design. And I flipped the ship over upside down here so you can see the lift arms and all of these kind of gray Technic connections here. So again, you can see the movement and how all of the pieces kind of pivot back and forth and stay in position, you know, parallel to the main body. A couple of cool features here on the bottom. Again, we get a hook for a lightsaber, and then there's a hook on the other side so you can store your other spring-loaded missile there. Another cool inclusion to this set is a little speeder bike. We get Dengar on this speeder bike, and I really appreciate the size of this thing. This is really small and more of a minifigure scale. I think there's a lot of complaint out there with some of these speeder bike sets from Star Wars Rebels that they're so big that they don't really look like they do in the show. But I really like this color combination, the two shades of gray plus the dark tan, and you know, a few black highlights like the black little wings on the front there, and really cool handles there. This is one of my favorite little speeders that we've seen in the set. I may end up building a couple of more of these. And here is Dengar. I think he will be a big attraction for this set. You know, maybe people wouldn't consider getting it, but with the inclusion of him, they're going to go ahead and do it. But I think they did a great job on this headpiece, you know, kind of these bandages wrapped all around his face. Really cool printing on his face, but the coolest part is all of that detail on that chest piece, that armor. You know, it looks like kind of some rust or like it's been scraped off. You know, there's some paint showing from underneath, and he comes with one of these large Star Wars blasters and this really cool little backpack construction, and he does have a little printing on his back too. And here is Nare. She kind of represents herself as a Jedi Knight. So this is kind of her nice look. Really soft, dark blue cape there. I really like that. She's got a long black hair piece, and I really like these white kind of spots or whatever on her face. Really cool little detail there. And these gray and black Jedi robes. And then when the Freemakers aren't looking, she kind of goes all Sith here. You turn her face around and she's got red highlights on her face, and she comes with the dark blue hood there. I think that's really a cool detail to include. And a red lightsaber that comes with the curved handle of some of the Sith Lords. I do think this set will get overlooked by a lot of people, you know, the show being kind of a children's show and this not being one of the iconic Star Wars sets, but I really like this set. I think the design and the construction here was really clever, and I like the look of the ship. I think it fits in the Star Wars universe pretty well. I like how the cockpit sits in the back. You know, that's kind of like a Jedi starfighter. And I really like this hammerhead look to the whole thing, and really happy with this speeder. And of course, picking up a Bounty Hunter minifigure, you know, you gotta love that. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. I don't want you to miss out on my future videos, and hit thumbs up on this one, and leave me a comment down below. Do you like this set? Are you watching the Freemaker Adventures? I just started watching the show. So far so good. You know, it's kind of a fun little show that I can watch with my daughters. So, you know, any kind of gateway into Star Wars for them is a good thing. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'll be back soon.